Hello, so today we are going to do this problem called check if string is a prefix of array. So the problem says we get a string s and an array of string words, and we want to determine whether s is a prefix of strings of words. Okay, so we get s, and then we get an array that is a string of words. Okay, so this is array and this is string s, and then we want to determine whether s is a prefix of words. So s prefix of words, something like this. Okay, what does that mean? So a string s is a prefix string of words if s can be made by concatenating the first k strings in words for some positive k no larger than the length. Okay, so it seems like what this would mean is that we will get like something like words that contains some values like w1, something like this, and we can say that s is prefix of words if s is a concatenation of, let's say, the first k strings in words. So words, right? The first, basically we concatenate the first k words. And then example here, we get s equal to this and words equal to that, and we want to figure that out. So what this would mean here is that we get so if we say, so s can be a, here s actually is just like words 0 plus words 1 plus words, yeah, that's pretty much, so k is equal to 2, the first two words. Yeah, I think we should, the problem is whether it's concatenating the first k string. We can just check, right? So here it can be made only by the three last ones, but not containing the first one. So I think we can just keep checking, right? And until we reach the end. So that would mean something along the line of for CNS in words, right? Actually, we can even do better. I think we can just return if s is in join. We can just join. Actually, not in. It starts with. So Python string starts with. Yeah, I don't think that would work, because if a portion of it is in one of the array values and not in the not the entire value, then we'd have a problem. So we can do this. So we'd have to say for, say, w in words, let's say this is c, this is kind of okay, how can we name this? So yeah, let's call it c. Is just a concatenation, right? So here we do c plus w, and then if s equal to c, then return true, otherwise return false. That's a very simple solution here. Okay, so it seems like that one works. What if I try one that kind of has just this, right? And this should not work. It should be false. Okay, so that should work, I think. Okay, cool, so that works. What if we try something? Can we do it in a better way? Yeah, I think we can. So we can do actually just yeah, no, I was thinking of doing maybe joining words like this, but that won't really be the right thing to do. We can't use any here because we want to check the accumulation. Maybe we can use scan, I think, because scan gives us the last result. Okay, let's see Python scan. Or I want this functional, the functional one. Okay, let's look for reduce. Um, okay, so definitely do reduce, right? So if I take the list of words here that we have, so that will be words equal to this. And then if we try to do reduce here, so for reduce we'll need to do something like reduce and then pass a lambda for the function, which would be x and y, and then what we want is to concatenate them. And then we need to pass words. Okay, so this groups everything together. The problem is I want to somehow be able to compare this, but if S is this, it should still return false. Sounds like I need all the concatenation. So I need this, and I need to check equal. So I need all the concatenation up until that point. So how can this intermediary result? So we kind of need reduce with intermediary result. Accumulate maybe. So accumulate. Okay. So I think this is potentially what we want. Okay, so import from era tools. Import accumulate. Okay, and then what we need to do is call it. And so the iterable is words, and then the function that we want is this, just a plus. Okay, if we turn it into a list just to see the content, it's exactly what we want, right? And then here we can check if any. So here any takes an iterable, right? So it can take actually this. So any I need to first define S. So S is, let's say, this, right? And so what I need at this point is to any equal to S for W in this variable. Okay, seems like there is a, okay, this, so it says true because yes, it does. I think this should be, this should work. So something like this. Okay, so that seems like it works. Let's try to submit. But I think, so that works, cool. I think though we can make this, I think there is a plus in Python. Python reference plus operator. Okay, so not, sorry, not that. So Python pass plus function. Yeah, somehow remember, but can it be just passed like this? So maybe it's what accumulates even does by default. Yes. Yes, so actually accumulate does concatenation by default for strings, because if I do this and just show it as a list, then I get the same thing. So it's even better with just accumulate like this. And we check if we find any. And actually we just need to check if S is in this. We don't even need to do any. So this is a lot simpler. Submit. And that works. So an even simpler solution is just S in accumulate. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Cool.